Senior Firefighter Eric Sandiford. Fire Lieutenant Manning Freeman. Firefighter Zachary Lyons. And Firefighter Jace Shute. All right, do we want to thank York County?
Yeah, we do want to thank York County.
All right, now we're going to move on to Hampton Fire Department. Firefighter Thomas Holloway. I don't know if we have any from Hampton. Fire Lieutenant Kevin Largiani. Firefighter George Cartwright. Firefighter Jason Kaiser. Fire ALS Technician Elaine Lee. ALS Technician Marissa Barlett. Fire Lieutenant Raymond Murphy. Firefighter Nicholas Calafori. Firefighter Alexis Pinones. And Battalion Chief Joseph Brown. Those are the names from the Hampton Fire Department. Thank you for all you do.
I asked, excuse me, Pat Green and her group if they would come up here to the podium, please, and join me. Group, I said group. This group is such a great bunch of people, do such great things for this community. And I know we don't say it enough. We should. We should certainly heap accolades on each one of you all year long. It's a shame that we just do it once a year. But please know how much we appreciate it and how much the folks that you touch, how much they appreciate what you do for them all year long. Whereas the City of Poquoson applauds the Exchange Club of Poquoson for its dedicated work in the prevention of child abuse in our community. And whereas the City of Poquoson commends the Exchange Club of Poquoson for its promotion of ongoing programs in our community, which are designed to help prevent child abuse. And whereas the City of Poquoson stands firmly on the side of prevention of any type of abuse and believes no child should endure verbal, emotional, or physical abuse for any reason. And whereas the National Exchange Club adopted the prevention of child abuse as its national project in 1979 in response to a request by its national president, who as a physician noticed an increase in child abuse cases in his medical practice. Since then, April has been designated as Child Abuse Prevention Month in the City of Poquoson. We certainly support and we encourage all of our residents and community leaders to wear blue each Monday in April in observance of Child Abuse Prevention Month. Now, therefore, I, Gordon C. Helsel, Jr., Mayor of the City of Poquoson, Virginia, do hereby proclaim the month of April to be Child Abuse Prevention Month in the City of Poquoson, in recognition of our commitment to healthy, happy children and to help eliminate child abuse in our community, and to support the efforts of this Exchange Club of Poquoson and all others who observe this important cause in their mission to bring awareness of this tragic problem to the forefront and to help make our community a stronger and a more loving city where children will be able to grow and thrive without fear of harm. Pat, we had to blow this thing up for me tonight.
Look, just look,
Okay,
just look.
You got glasses, I don't get glasses. But so anyway, it is a pleasure for me to present. This is for all of you, and we'll present it to Pat since she's your spokesman tonight. We deeply appreciate not only sponsoring this event, but what you do throughout this community. When I left the house tonight, I rode down Poquoson Avenue, went down to the wharf, and I saw a number of your projects. And I know those people are thrilled to death that you have taken care of them in such an awesome way. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I just want to say a little bit. Thank you, Mr. Mayor and City Council, for recognizing the importance of child abuse prevention and allowing the Exchange Club and the Excel Club, which is our high school counterpart, to promote the month of April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. While this special month is celebrated throughout the entire country, it is also the major project of all Exchange clubs. This year, the Exchange and Excel clubs wish to paint Poquoson blue with 8 pinwheel gardens throughout the city. There will be one at the electronic sign right out here on Victory Boulevard, one at the display board in front of Parks and Rec building, one at City Hall out front. We'll do the 3 little gardens in the circle with a great big sign this year. The high school is providing a pinwheel garden there, and there will be one there will be 4 at the stoplight at Wythe Creek and Victory Boulevard. There'll be one in each of the 4 corners, so no matter which way you're going in Poquoson, you're going to see a pinwheel garden. Be reminded when you see the pinwheel gardens that they are a reminder of the many children across our state and country that have been abused. We are reminded in the proclamation to wear blue on Mondays in the month of April. To facilitate this, the Excel Club displays a tree right here in City Hall, decked out in the little blue ribbons that you were each given. Be sure to grab one or grab whatever number you wish to have when you see it. It will be put up, I believe, this tomorrow? Okay, great. Exchange also partners with the Poquoson Public Library and the monthly food bank distribution by disseminating information to parents and pinwheel activities to children. Also, daily tips for parenting children are displayed on the Exchange Club's Facebook page, one a day. Thank you so much for this opportunity to accept the proclamation and to help us promote April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you being here. Before we get into our agenda, or at least too deeply, and I'm glad we have a lot of police officers here because these comments are intended for most of you. I know we're all heartbroken at the news that came out of Nashville this morning. I know that I am. But one thing I was encouraged by is the reports of how desperately our school systems need SRO officers. And I was thinking in the back of my mind, you know, this school didn't have that. Granted, there was a door apparently open, but they had no one inside the school to protect those children. We, on the other hand, have a police officer at every school. Not only do we have police officers at our schools, but I can speak for the middle school because I've been there recently, and the coverage that these folks do on screen is amazing. They have every angle of that school covered. And I was talking with a friend of mine who was, he may not be a friend of mine after tonight, but he was a friend of mine this morning, and we were talking about this very subject, SROs. Why is the city spending money on SROs? Why are you buying them cars? Why are you giving them equipment? Because of what happened today. That's the reason we're doing it, my friend. And I think I speak for this council. I know I speak for this council and the staff here. There's no doubt in my mind, had that happened in Poquoson, our people would have been there more quickly and would have addressed that problem exactly the way that the police department in Nashville addressed it there. They went to where the fire was. They didn't back up, they went forward. And I'll guarantee you that that's exactly what our police department would have done. We would have been there much quicker because we do have SROs. And I'll share a story with you. There was a parent that called me, and she said to me, she said, Gordon, I was standing out in front of the middle school waiting to see I had a teacher's conference, and I was standing there. And I was a little bit early, so I was just kind of leaning up against the car, and I turned around, and there was a police officer behind me. And she wanted to know, did I have some business at that school? So our SROs saw that there was someone that probably didn't need to be there. And they did what they should have done. They went and checked to make sure who that person was. So for the police department, the police officers that are here tonight and those that are just within the realm of my voice, you know, we appreciate you. We really do appreciate you. This city appreciates you. And if they don't, then they're the ones that have a problem. We will continue as a council to fund whatever it is we need to fund to protect our kids in this city. And so I wanted specifically, I'm glad you guys stayed because I specifically want to point you out tonight. So thank you. Thank you so much for what you do. All righty, let's move on to audience for visitors. Is there anyone in our audience who would like to address council on any issue? I don't see anybody, so we'll move on to approval of minutes from our regular session, March 13th. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much.
Mr. Mayor, I move we approve the minutes of the regular session for March 13th, 2023.
Thank you, Jerry.
Second.
All right, a motion made second. We adopt those minutes. Any concerns, comments? If not, Ms. Kim, please.
Councilman Fye?
Aye.
Councilwoman Fox?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman? Aye. Councilman Southall?
Aye.
Councilman Hucks?
Aye.
Mayor Hessel?
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
Thanks, Kim. Under new business, we have two resolutions to adopt. The first one is a resolution making nominations for appointments to the Board of Equalization.
Mr. Mayor, I propose a resolution making nominations for appointments to the Board of Equalization with the following names: Kimberly Hollingsworth, Shannon Edwards, Dennis Ankeny, Casey Stratton.
Okay?
Second.
All right, we have a motion made and seconded. We adopt the resolution with those names inserted. Are there any questions or concerns regarding that resolution or motion? Not. Ms. Kim?
Vice Mayor Freeman.
Aye.
Councilman Southall.
Aye.
Councilman Fye.
Aye.
Councilman Hucks.
Aye.
Councilwoman Fox.
Aye.
Mayor Hessel.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
Thanks, Kim. Second resolution, we'll be making appointment to the Economic Development Authority.
Mr. Mayor, I propose a resolution making appointments to the Economic Development Authority with the name Robert B. Derby inserted. It's a reappointment, and his term expires on March 31st, 2027.
Thank you, Kerry.
Second.
All right, we have a motion made and seconded. We adopt the resolution with Mr. Bob Kirby's name inserted. Any concerns, comments? Any questions? If not, Ms. Kim?
Councilman Hucks.
Aye.
Councilman Southall.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Fox.
Aye.
Councilman Fye.
Aye.
Mayor Hessel.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
All right, thanks, Kim. Randy?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Sir.
Members of council, I just have one item this evening. We have all been frustrated with the pace of the HRSD project, the sewer line replacement project on Wythe Creek Road, and I wish I was telling you that that frustration was over. It's not. But one thing that has been of particular concern lately, HRSD was attempting to stretch their workday so that they could finish the project more quickly. What that was doing, the unintended consequence, was significant evening delays going, well past NASA up to Bojangles and turning both corners. That is not a tolerable situation, and I just wanted to let you know and let the public know that that they won't be doing that anymore. We're very clear with them that they need to be out of the road and done by 4:30 and cannot work in the evening, Monday through Friday, and cannot get back in that roadway until after 6 p.m. if there's any need at all to go later than that. So that should help the afternoon. Like many of you that read their signs, they were hopeful to be done substantially by the end of this month. And my neighbors that beat me to noticing that the sign had been updated to add some additional time. I don't have a firm time, but I can tell you that the evening work from 4:30 to 6:30 will be no more, effective today.
Thank you for that, Randy. Let's start with Bud.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. First off, I'd like to thank all the first responders who got their awards tonight. They certainly were well-deserved. And I'd also like to congratulate the Exchange Club and the Excel Club for their work on Child Abuse Month. Okay, they do an excellent job, and we really appreciate that. And I appreciate the people at home who pay attention to the city government, those out here and those at home. And I encourage them to invite their friends to listen in or come visit. I'll also continue to encourage people to apply for the various board positions. We still need more applications. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Bud. David?
Thank you, Gordon. I have no comment.
Okay. Allison?
Thank you, sir. I'd just like to thank everybody that came here tonight. I thought it was awesome that you were able to shake their hands and thank them in person for their contribution to our community. I'd also like to thank the Exchange Club for the child abuse prevention. Thank you, Mr. Wheeler, for bringing up the sewer line, because I know that's been a concern.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Keith?
Yes, a couple things. They didn't mention it because they're hosting it tomorrow, but the mobile food pantry is going to be tomorrow morning at Municipal Building. Those that can help, be there about 8:30, help unload the truck and get everything going. It lasts until noon, so it's not too much of a busy day for people that otherwise can attend. Also, speaking of attending, I was able to attend the inauguration for Dr. Tawana Porter Bannon at Virginia Peninsula Community College, and it was a great ceremony. A lot of great people there, and I think she's going to do an excellent job. She's already been in the job for 2 years, so there was kind of delay in getting the inauguration, but it was pretty good. And they gave me a fancy cookie decorated with her new logo on it, so I was impressed. That's all I have, sir.
Okay, thank you for attending that, Keith. All right, anybody have anything else? Okay, take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made, second, we adjourn. Ms. Kim?
Councilman Southall.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman.
Aye.
Councilman Hucks.
Aye.
Councilwoman Fox.
Aye.
Councilman Fye?
Aye.
Mayor Hessel?
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 6-0.
All righty, we are adjourned.